Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce civil, civilian, and civilization. So the key to these words is understanding which syllable has the stress, because the pronunciation changes depending on syllable stress. And what I mean by that is we have syllables that are going to be longer and have a clear vowel, and then syllables that are going to be shorter and they may have a reduced vowel sound. Let's break it down for each word to help you say these words smoothly and easily in your everyday speech. First of all, looking at civil. Civil has first syllable stress. Letter C says the S sound, and the first letter I says an I sound. So it's just like in the word sit or sip, but with a V sound instead. Civil, civil. Then you'll notice here in the IPA for the dictionary, there's actually no vowel marked for this second letter I. We move quickly from the V right to the ul sound. It's that dark or syllabic L. You can think of it as having a little bit of an or a schwa sound in there. Vul, civil. To get more help for that syllabic L, check out our Sounds of English course on speechmodification.com that walks you through all the different sounds of English, spelling, accent error patterns, etc. It's a great resource for understanding all these different references to different sounds I talk about in our Word of the Day videos. To make that ul sound, just try moving from the v lips to the ul, drop the back of the tongue, and lift the front of the tongue. Civil. So in this word, the L is dark. In civilian, we also have a dark L because the L comes at the end of the syllable. Notice how in civil, I'm long on this first syllable. And in civilian, we still have the S sound, but now this letter I says a vowel schwa, the sound. That's because it's an unstressed first syllable. The vowel is reduced. I can say it as civilian, but I encourage you to think of it as an sound because that will help you get that stress and the length on the vil syllable. So now this I that was pretty much missing here is the most important vowel in civilian because it has the most length, and the syllable of the second syllable of vil in civilian is stressed. To practice that, a great way to get the rhythm and the sounds is to start on that stressed syllable. That would sound like villian, civilian. Looking at what's happening here with the villian, you can think about it as civilian with an E and a sound, but I think it's helpful to think about this gliding sound that happens between the E and the schwa, the because we're linking those vowels. I don't just say E, but ia. It ends up with a little bit of a Y gliding sound there. Civilian. So you can, again, try villian, civilian. You can get more help for these kinds of glides and vowel-to-vowel linking in our online courses as well, and we also have videos for that, so check those out. Then lastly, when we move to civilization, words that end with ATIN or the Asian ending are always stressed on the syllable that has the A. So you can think of that in terms of nation, organization, civilization. That's one of the most dependable patterns for syllable stress in American English. It's no different here in civilization. Again, you can start on that stressed syllable. Try zation, civilization. Let's look at what these first three syllables do in this word. So we're back to the I vowel in this first civ, like we were in civil. It does have some secondary stress because of that clear vowel, but it's going to be very short. Then we do have a schwa for this letter I, civilization, and another I vowel here. That's because civilization, we are back to having a syllable for that second syllable of civil, whereas here we can think of it more as having no vowel, civil. Here we want civilization. The L is going to be more of a front light L because it's starting this li syllable. Because with words with a lot of syllables, it can be really helpful, again, to do that zation, civilization. But how did I get that civila? Take those really slowly, one at a time, and then begin to speed it up. So you want civili or civala. It doesn't matter too much if I'm using a schwa here or an I sound. They're all going to be reduced vowels, which is part of why they go by so quickly. So civilization, civilization. Once you can say civil, civilian, and civilization by themselves, do try practicing them in some short phrases so they come smoothly and naturally to you with your new pronunciation. If you're saying the plural of civilian, civilians, it's going to be a Z sound for that letter S in that word. So I hope the civilians will be civil to one another and maintain our civilization. Thank you so much for this request. If you have a word or a phrase you'd like to see me cover in our Word of the Day series, feel free to leave that in the comments for this video or any of my videos. I'll be back again tomorrow with another Word of the Day class, as well as on Saturday. We'll have our live question and answer class. You can type your questions in the chat and I'll answer them for you live. Thanks so much to those of you who have subscribed to Speech Modification. I really appreciate your support. Sharing and liking the videos, commenting really helps YouTube promote my content. It's really helpful for me in supporting the great videos that you see. I hope you find them great. And a special shout out to those who have joined as members. I especially appreciate your support. You can click the join button to check out more about that. Looking forward to seeing you in our next class. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. Speechmodification.com. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.